Good morning, everyone. It's been a long time since I've done one of these. Haven't done a BRAP rant in a while, and wanted to do one real quick. With the release of Call of Duty Black Ops 4, it's blackout battle royale mode included. Want to talk a little bit about that because, as many of you know, I've been a fan of PUBG for some time. I've put some time into the game. Out of all the battle royale games that I've played, it's been my favorite. Despite obviously having its issues, its flaws, we many of those things have been fixed. I mean, you guys can remember if you played PUBG earlier on the Xbox, the jank, the pop in, all that stuff was there. All those things that drove us crazy about PUBG. But even despite those issues, we still enjoyed the game. Now, fast forward to 2018, and Call of Duty Black Ops 4 has just been released. Came out on Friday. Reviews are still trickling in. I think it's 87% on Metacritic right now, but I know some of the review sites are still doing the review and have updated the review in progress because this game actually does not have a single player mode, and so some people were disappointed about that, not having a campaign. J Street, what's going on, man? The live chat. Yeah, some people were disappointed. The game wasn't going to have a single player campaign. And look, I've probably one of those rare Call of Duty players that actually enjoyed some of the campaigns. The Black Ops campaigns, though, I think after 2, I was just kind of like, it's kind of over it. Modern Warfare to me is the pinnacle of the Call of Duty series. But now they basically replaced single player with the new battle royale mode, which again is called Blackout. And look, Blackout's pretty cool, and I'll talk a little bit about that. But I do want to share some news with everyone real quick regarding Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Seems to be off to a good start. Activision has basically said the game has become the I think it's the fastest selling. I want to make sure I get this right, guys. Hold on just a sec here. It's become so Black Ops 4 is the fastest selling digital, or has broke records for Activision in terms of digital sales. That's what I was trying to say. Trying to get that out. I haven't had any coffee this morning, so I'm still dragging ass a little bit. Didn't get much sleep either. That's what happens when you have 4 kids. So basically, Activision announced in a press release that the newest Call of Duty has broke Activision's record for the biggest day one digital release in the company's history. So if you think about games like Destiny 2, Call of Duty World War II, Activision saying in terms of digital sales, this game has set the record for most digital sales, surpassing actually last year's Call of Duty World War II, which I actually did enjoy that campaign. What's up? What's up, Slomo? Slomo's giving me the eyes. What's up? Hey, Slomo, if you want to, hey, I don't know if you're at home today, but if you're at home, you want to hop in and shoot the shit, man, just let me know. Let me know, man. What's up, Fuzzy Belvedere? And again, big day one digital release in the company's history. It's great for Activision. We're not sure, although we're not sure how well the game is doing overall when you factor in physical sales. We don't know anything about that yet. Call of Duty, and I don't think we will. I don't think Activision is released. I think it's been some years since they've actually released physical sales numbers. So I think it's been a while since they've done that. But Black Ops 4 also broke the Xbox One record for best-selling digital game of all time. That's pretty cool. It's also doing well on PC. I think it's on Battle.net. It's basically double the sales of launch day sales of Call of Duty World War II. And the Activision is also saying across all platforms, the number of players who connected to Black Ops 4 online on the first day increased from Call of Duty World War II. Though that there's there's a little, I think, a little caveat to that because as we know, Call of Duty World War II had a campaign. So how many of those people are actually connecting online to play multiplayer Call of Duty World War II day one launch? So I'm sure a lot of those people went and played the campaign mode. So anyhow, so this is like the big this is the first big developer publisher to put out a battle royale game to compete with excuse me, with Black Ops. I'm sorry, with PUBG. And so I was actually on Crossfire on Friday, and great conversation about Black Ops 4, and I was sold. I was sold. I was like, listen to Xbox 448 talk about it. Listen to So Shitty talk about it, and they're talking about how this game is what PUBG should have been. And I'm thinking like, wow, like I'm a PUBG fan. I've always had fun playing it, and this is interesting. Interesting to hear um, these guys say that the jank is gone, and that this game is how PUBG should have played. So I was intrigued. I'm like, okay, pretty much same mechanics. Jumping out of except you're not jumping out of a plane here, jumping out of helicopters. You have a wingsuit, which is kind of cool. Kind of lets you glide through the air before your chute pops. And the map is actually kind of I guess a nod to, shouldn't say kind of, it's really a nod to some of the old Call of Duty games. If you remember maps like Nuketown, I think that was the first Black Ops, if I'm not mistaken. Remember those multiplayer maps? Those locations are in this larger map. And like PUBG, it's you can play as a team, you can play solo, and it's you're playing till the end. You're playing to survive. You're collecting ammunition, collecting upgrades, collecting guns for you're collecting ammunition, health packs, different perks as well that you can use in the game. And so it's full on survival battle royale mode. So that being said, I went out, bought Black Ops 4. Look, and I haven't bought a Black Ops game since probably Black Ops 2 was the last one I bought. And pop it in. Game looks great, 4K HDR if you have the Xbox One X. And I would recommend, if you have both consoles, probably want to get on the Xbox if you have a 4K TV for the Xbox for the 4K HDR features. Game looks great. Looks beautiful. Now, to my surprise, and by the way, I'm playing on a wireless network with Comcast, which is dog shit, but it's what I got to do right now. My latency is probably much higher than I would want for a multiplayer online shooter, especially a Twitch-based shooter, but I don't have many options right now, so it is what it is. Although, so I've only played 2 games. I want to say that. Played 2 games, but I've enjoyed both games that I played. So pick my character. Matt comes up, jump out of the helicopter. I'm flying around trying to figure out where I want to go. Pick a landing spot, land. And the first game I played with a team, and no one was communicating, which was kind of frustrating. So that sucked. I wouldn't recommend playing with randoms because they don't communicate all the time. If you have a group of 3 other guys you can go in there with, that's probably the way to play. So try that. Pretty much everyone went in their own direction. Me and one other guy, he didn't have a mic, but he was staying close to me, and so we were kind of trying to look out for each other as best as possible. We actually lived longer than the other 2 who went off and did their own thing. And yeah, there was the combat, that Twitch-based shooter that Call of Duty is known for, that was quick mechanics, all that's there. All that's there. I'd say the first thing I notice when I jump out and you're flying with you're flying your little web outfit, web shoot, and I'm telling you, I'm like, wow, this thing is smooth. And I don't have game mode on, by the way. I'm not playing with game mode on. I got all the processing going on my TV. And I'm playing and I'm coming down, flying in the air and shit. And I'm like, man, this is smooth. This is like I'm like, wow, this is night and day from Black Ops. I mean, from PUBG. Night and day from PUBG. I'm like, all right, this is cool. Now again, I'm only I'm only at this point. I'm skydiving, looking for a place to land. I land, and as soon as I land, I had to get used to immediately. I had to get used to how quick and how the players move when they run because when you're running, the camera kind of moves a little bit, like left to right. I guess to kind of simulate the movement of the character. But it's very much that quality. If you guys know what I'm talking about, uh, kind of that quickness. Everything is you're running much faster. I feel like, and Black Ops than you are in PUBG. It just seems movement seems just much faster. Um, so yeah, so I get in the game and the game's 60 frames a second, and I'm like, wow, this is incredible. This is incredible, and I'm blown away. And I think the only thing that took me some time to get used to was just the getting kind of used to um, the mechanics of Call of Duty, getting back into that because I haven't played the multiplayer in quite some time. I didn't really play multiplayer in World War II, even though I played the campaign. Um, so I had to get used to that. But I'm telling you guys, I was blown away, blown away. I'm thinking to myself, this is what this is what PUBG should have been. Like, and this is why I title this the PUBG hustle. And we joke about this on BRAP. Like, we joke about this on BRAP a lot. It's when I think when Microsoft went to Bluehost Studios and South Korea, like, we weren't expecting uh hey, what's up, John Feliciano? He says Black Ops is a dope franchise. Um he says that so I'm sorry. So we're watching Inside Xbox and they go to Bluehole and in South Korea. And like we're all joking around, like I think Major Nelson was there. He's walking around the studios, and I'm like, damn, like those studios look nice. Like so much for a preview game. I mean, they got people have like 4 monitors on their desk. They have a resting station, a cafeteria. I mean, this looks like a what I would imagine a AAA studio to look like. No, I would say it actually looks like a AAA studio or a big developer. Uh, John Feliciano, John Feliciano said in the live chat says, "I'm annoyed that DLC is 7 days instead of 30 days. Those Xbox people need to suffer like how we suffered during the PS3 generation." I don't agree with that, man. I think it's great. I think it's very pro consumer that they're waiting, um, for the DLC. They get the DLC in 7 days. I think 30 days is a little bit too much. So, um, J Street just asked me, do I think it's worth $60 even without the single player campaign? Yes. If you are somebody who enjoys playing online multiplayer, with the inclusion of battle royale mode, absolutely, it's worth $60 in my. And that's now again, this is coming from someone who does enjoy playing online multiplayer games. I do enjoy those games. I enjoy battle royale, the battle royale mode. Um, so you're still getting, outside of battle royale, you're still getting, the multiplayer game. So, yeah, I think it's worth it, J Street. I think if you're someone who's gonna spend some time in this game, then absolutely you're gonna get your $60 worth for sure. Um, Shinsu Elite says PUBG should be a lot better. They have the tech there. That's kind of like my point where I'm going with this. I'm thinking about all the money they made when they sold how many copies of whatever it was on the PC and then on the Xbox One, and how Microsoft put it in the preview program, but was charging $30 and treated it like it was a AAA full on AAA release, although it was still in preview program. Um, We got hustled. We got hustled. And I know that's probably not going to be a popular opinion. And guys, this isn't anything against Xbox or anything like that. This is again, this is my opinion on what Bluehole did with PUBG and an example of like as consumers why we should be critical of games that ship like this. You know, I wouldn't. I don't think I would have had an issue if PUBG had shipped free on the Xbox preview program. And but then they didn't do that. And then so the question is, where did the money go? And I say that because I'm looking at Black Ops and um I'm playing it, and I'm like, I'm telling you guys, if you guys play battle royale mode on Black Ops, it makes PUBG look like a last generation game. It is ridiculous. I could not believe how good this game looks in battle royale mode and how smooth it runs. And it has vehicles. It has vehicles. There's no screen judder. There's no pop in. There's no jank. There's nothing. It is the way I'm telling you guys. The first thing that came to my mind is, damn, this is how PUBG should have been. And it made me think, damn, we got hustled. They got our $30. They got my $30. So I have some folks in the live chat. Shinso Elite says, exactly, they made all the money they could have rebuilt PUBG. Born Distract says PUBG burnout is real. J Street just brings up in the live chat. He says, I told everyone they weren't going to go all out fix the game because they already made money on the game. And I'm telling you, I'm one of those guys that didn't want to believe that. Well, at first didn't want to believe it, and then as I'm playing the game more and I'm thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, what was the incentive for Bluehole to really fix the game if people are still playing the game in high numbers and people are still going out and buying it? Slomo says, big shout out to Slomo Backslap. He's one of our co-hosts. He says maybe PUBG wouldn't run like that if Bluehole wasn't trash. Come on, Slomo. Give these guys a break, man. And I think like a lot of us, man, I think a lot of us had hopes that PUBG, that the $30 we were gonna put in, they were gonna put back into the game. And look, I played PUBG, I had fun with it. I still think it's a fun game. But I'm probably leaning towards going back to in terms of battle royale games, playing Blackout on Black Ops 4. So it's crazy. I mean, I'm telling you guys, it's literally like night and day, man. I just don't get it. And by the way, we PUBG is getting a frame rate stability patch next month. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I just here we are. The game's hitting 4K. It's 60 frames a second, and then there's PUBG, and I just don't. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm just the Ash and Luca. What's up? The Ash and Luca says I hate this community. Luca, why do you hate the community so much? So I will say this, guys. Slomo saying Char worked a little overtime in a weekend and created a BR mode better than PUBG. Wow. That's not right, man. Okay, Luca says, okay, Luca, I'm not going to repeat what you said. Luca, I don't believe that you really feel that way about everyone in the community. So, um, And by the way, anyone in the live chat, she's just trolling. Luke is awesome. She doesn't mean that, so don't take it personal. She's probably trying to see who is gonna take it personal. Um, but yeah, guys, I'm just guys, I'm telling you, I'm just blown away. I just can't. I'm sitting there last night. I'm like, yo, we got hustled. We got hustled. They hustled us. PUBG hustled us. They put out a product with no intentions of making that shit better. Yeah, Luke is baiting. Yo, and it's crazy. I just can't believe it. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, they got me. They got me for my $30. And I'm telling you guys, if anyone gets a chance to play, um, if anyone gets a chance to play Blackout on Black Ops 4, and you played PUBG, I'm telling you, you are immediately gonna know the difference. Immediately. Immediately. Border Strike says I'm not to the type of game, so anyway, it doesn't bother me. Yeah, man. Yeah, I hear you, man. It's if it's not your thing, man, it's not your thing. It's you're one of the lucky ones that get suckered out of $30 from Bluehole. But I guess what does this mean for Bluehole? I mean, are they? I mean, they're getting a frame rate patch next month, and I wonder what you guys in the live chat think. If you guys think that, do you guys think that maybe we're going to see people move over to, or maybe leave PUBG and go to Black Ops? Board Distractor says, I'd rather play Lucky's Tales. Oh boy. Hey, that's cool, man. I'm not gonna hate you for liking that game. So to each their own, yes, exactly. Um, yeah, so I mean, what do you guys think in the live chat? Do you guys think that that people are gonna leave PUBG to play Black Ops 4's blackout mode? Slomo says I could have used that $30 for 1.5 months of PlayStation Now. Yep. The Action Lucas says I've been saying blue hole trash and blue hole's trash is a jump. Dudes try to argue me down. Yeah, there was a lot of people damage controlling and arguing. What's up, OBJ Don? Hey, OBJ, man, we haven't seen you on Wednesday night in a long time, man. But it's good to see you, man. Fuzzy Belvedere is saying now we see why Phil didn't seal the Blue Hole deal. But did Microsoft? I think Microsoft sent some people over to help out with the development of the game, if I'm not mistaken, right? Ooh, Slomo says Luca told me Blue Hole was a AAA dev. Slomo, you better watch out, man. You better have some receipts to back that up, buddy. Yeah, OBJ Don, good to see you back, man. OBJ, we got to get you on BRAP, man. We got to get you on BRAP. So, yeah, I wonder. I wonder if people are going to leave. I mean, yeah, you might have some people. I think it's hard to tell, predict whether or not there's going to be like this mass exodus of people going from PUBG uh, to Black Ops 4. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'm probably. I mean, I'll probably go back and play PUBG because I have friends that play it. But honestly, I mean, after seeing Call of Duty. Oh, by the way, my second game in slow mo, you can't do this. My second game, I finished second, man. I'm telling you, I survived to the very end, and that was only my second game, man, without really knowing the map. But it'll be interesting to see how. It'll be interesting to see what happens now moving forward with PUBG and. Um, but again, I think that's a valid question. What will Bluehole do with the money? And I think a lot of us were expecting. It's interesting when I think Luca mentioned the damage controlling. Um, yeah, people were damage controlling. They kept saying, "Well, it's in preview program, so what do you expect?" Well, I guess for me as a consumer, if I'm paying for something, the expectation is that the game's going to work better. In that, if the developer is continuously improving on that game, my first thought is, okay, they're getting money. They're getting $30 each transaction. I'm not getting the total amount, but look, they're making money off a preview game, right? Their game is being marketed like a AAA release by Microsoft, and hey, you know what? They're bringing in some more revenue. So you would think you would think that they would hire more um, developers, or they would invest more in PUBG to make it a finished product. But I guess the issue is, and the dangerous precedent here is that potentially gamers have set with developers is that, hey, you know what? If a game is fun and you like it, and maybe it doesn't run as well as it should, and we'll charge you $30, and you're willing to pay for it, and it's still broken after you pay $30, and people are still buying it. Hey, there's no real incentive for us to invest in this game because clearly people are playing it. Clearly people like it. What's the incentive for us to invest if we don't need to? We just keep that money in our pockets. And maybe that's what happened here. Maybe that's what happened. Slow mo, don't start trouble in the live chat, man. I think slow mo is trying to start trouble in the live chat, as always, as expected. Hey, Spartan, what's going on, man? Yeah, OBJ Don says they made all that money with a beta. They have no desire to recall, spend time to improve the game. No, and I think they are working on. Is it you guys? Anyone in the live chat can confirm this with me? I think Blue is working on their next game. If I'm not mistaken, I think they are. So here's some. Oh, by the way, I mentioned PUBG. Mentioned PUBG. The PUBG patch that's coming out for November next month. Here's some of the highlights of that patch. PUBG's frame rate on the Xbox One is going to be optimized. Users will be able to choose between frame rate and visuals, and I think that's it. Oh, and it looks like there's going to be a revamped UI and an added ranking system. So that's what looks like. That's what's going to be the patch on the Xbox One X. So no exact date November, but sometime November. Actually, so Fuzzy, I was getting ready to ask that question. Great question. Fuzzy Belvedere actually asked. She said, "Question now: Can Battlefield 5 make a splash?" Yeah. I mean, you know, that's what I'm really interested to see. I'm really interested to see EA's or Dice's or Battlefield 5's interpretation of a battle royale game and or game mode. I mean, this is so. I mean, look, I mean, PUBG. It's crazy because now PUBG they're competing with Fortnite. They're competing with a big AAA developer studio, Activision, and now they're competing with EA in the battle royale space. And EA is going to bring the business and probably a shitload of microtransactions. um, but yeah, I mean, PUBG. I mean, is PUBG going to be one of those things that was you know, uh, like a fad? Is PUBG the Coca-Cola polo shirts of the '80s? You remember those? Slow mo, you probably remember that. You probably owned a few. I mean, I wonder if PUBG. And by the way, if you didn't have those Coca-Cola polo shirts and you had a Pepsi one, you weren't cool. That's real. That was real in the '80s. The Almighty Spartan God says mistake was releasing it broken and not having it on PS4. I'm still hearing that eventually will make its way to PS4. Who knows when? But I even wonder if it even gets to PS4, if people are going to even care about it at that point, because you have so many other options. I mean, you got Fortnite for free. You have Fortnite for free on PS4, not behind a paywall. You have Call of Duty Black Ops now. You're going to have Battlefield 5. You know, Battlefield 5. Look, at Battlefield 5 does Battle Royale mode better than PUBG, which by all stretch of the imagination, I would think that it's going to, given the resources that EA has. I mean, PUBG could be on the outside looking in. That's crazy to think because you guys remember all the hype that was coming out of the PC gaming community about PUBG, and when Microsoft got involved, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, PUBG, PUBG!" You know, it's like this 30 million player phenomena. Yeah, someone says H1Z1. I hear is basically PUBG. Yeah, more or less. Shinzo Elite says play. He thinks PUBG is going to be forgotten in 6 months. I mean, look, I don't think. Obviously, we don't hear as much hype and talk about it. Um, but we don't hear much hype and it talked about. In the gaming press, but yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to tell you guys, I really think this is going to be the test. You know, especially after Battlefield 4 or 5 or Battlefield 5 drops. Yeah, Jay, I think you're right, man. Jay Fonz really left. Jay, I think Jay's right. Jay says in hindsight it was smart for Emerson not to buy Blue Hole. Fonz, you're a popular dude, man. Everyone in the live chat's like, hey, Fonz. Jimbo says PUBG lost its chance to be a long time ago. They dragged their feet. Yeah, they dragged their feet, man. I agree with that. But dude, they made a shitload of money. I mean, they really did. And I think Doctor Disrespect he was streaming Call of Duty Black Ops, and I think he had like 40,000 people watching him or something crazy like that. Yeah, I just wonder. I wonder if people have are just done with PUBG. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to multitask here. See if I'm trying to get a guest on real quick. Yeah, Shiz releases. I bet Emma's tried to buy them, but they figured out they don't offer more money now. They're screwed. Yeah, I don't know. The Almighty Spartan God, he has a question for me. He says, "Hey, Brab, because I don't know a lot about you, can I ask what console, PC, if you have, do I prefer?" All right, so I own. I don't have a PC gaming rig. Um, I do. More distracted. I don't think PUBG's used Dolby Atmos that I'm aware of, at least. Yeah. To answer the Almighty Spartan God, I own all consoles. I own Xbox One X. I own the PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch. Um, do I mean I think I with multiplats I tend to play those on the Xbox One X. Um, my PS4 mostly I use it to play mostly PS4 exclusives. I used to use it to play multiplats too when the multiplats before the Xbox One X came out. But now I have a 4K TV, so I game multiplats on Xbox One X. Yeah, Shizzly, I'm also not sure if Microsoft trying to buy them, man. You know, I mean, maybe. I mean, maybe they did. I don't know. Maybe they did. DL Money Spark, I've also been I've been gaming for, oh man, 36 years. Been doing this a long time, man. Long time. Like my man Jay Fonz. Yeah, it's just I don't know, man. I mean, that's we don't. It's interesting, man. I mean, maybe they did. Maybe they looked at maybe buying them and adding them to their studios. And slow mo. First of all, slow mo. You ain't gotta hate, man. You come in here and you just hate. What? I don't know why, man. I don't know why. You spread these lies, these falsehoods. No, I played more than 5 seconds of Spider-Man slow mo. So don't call me Danny wants to know what I'm playing besides Godstody. I'm playing Spider-Man right now, and I'm playing Black Ops 4. Played a little bit of Forza Horizon 4, but haven't gone back to it. Poor Distract says, I'm the only one that wants a TurboGrafx 16 mini. No, dude, I would take one for Bonk's Adventure and Slaughterhouse. Absolutely, dude, Born Distract. I'm with you, my man. I want one. I want one. Yeah. Everyone in the live chat seems to agree with you, Born Distracted. Hey, Slimmo, are you going to Tobin's house later on to lift weights? Hazard, man, what's going on, brother? So, what do you guys think about the rumors of Castlevania coming back? There's some rumors out there, guys. I know you guys have heard this. Some rumors about Castlevania coming back to like a reboot of the series, potentially being exclusive on the PlayStation 5. I don't know if you guys have heard that rumor. That rumor's out there.
Hey,
by the way, guys, Jay Fonz, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
Dude, I saw you up, man. I was like, I gotta get you on, dude. any chance you're awake, Fonz? I gotta try to get him on.
Yeah. Well, it's good timing because I come home from work after working overnight, and I have to I got to hang out with my daughter all day. So, good timing.
Good, man. Good. You're a busy man, Jay Fonz.
Yeah, real busy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but I still have time for these games every day. I play every day. I was called a part-time gamer the other day, and I just laughed at it. I was like, Jesus Christ, I play every single day on 2 consoles. 2.
Oh my God. you probably play more than a lot of those guys calling you a part-time gamer.
Oh, I know I do.
Yeah.
I know I do. Because I'm playing at least 6 hours a day, every day. And on the weekends, it's like it could be 15 hours a day if I don't have my kids running around me or whatever.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that time, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love gaming, man.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Hey, so did you pick up Black Ops 4?
No, I didn't pick up Black Ops. Look, for me, Call of Duty hasn't been a franchise that I've been excited about for many years. Mm-hmm. And when I did play it back in the day, it was mainly for the single player campaign. It's no longer there.
Yeah.
So, it's not for me.
No, I hear you, man.
And that whole PUBG mode, or Battle Royale mode, to me, it's run its course. I'm not into it anymore. Like, I played PUBG for a little bit and I was like, okay, I'm done. Like, I don't get the appeal. Like, I wish, okay, now if they had a mode like this where you had, say, teams that were, like big squads together, I don't like the whole one man wins or at the end, or if you die, you're done for the round and you got to jump into another game. Like, I like the whole thing where you can spawn back in, like I'm a, at least a 3 lives kind of guy, I'm
Yeah.
a traditional gamer,
Mm.
I don't like this, you got one life. It's like, I already got one life in real life and I don't want it. I want more lives, so it's just not for me.
You want that feeling of invincibility that you don't get in real life. That you can come back from the dead.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, a lot of people are enjoying it though, and it's cool. It's awesome to see, but I don't know how long that whole fad is going to be because it is a fad. Let's face it. I mean, this whole battle royale thing, just like with anything else in gaming, they come and go. These fads. I don't know how long it'll be until they're bored of that. I
You know
don't know.
what? That's an interesting point, man, and one that I didn't talk about earlier. But I think this is going to be because Battlefield 5's coming out and it's going to have a battle royale mode.
Mhm.
I think we'll probably get an idea of the longevity of this mode. Like, is this something that's going to stick around, or is it just going to be, you know, something that like, I made that comparison to like 80s. Remember the rugby Coca-Cola shirts? They were
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
you remember those in the 80s? They were like in.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, there was a lot of product placement shirts, these products, people were wearing all kinds of weird shit in the 80s. Let's face it.
Piano tie.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, whoever thought that, those piano ties or bolo ties or any of that shit would have been in, man. Terrible.
They were, man. They were. But
I
that's what I'm saying.
mean,
Like, I wonder.
for a time there, I mean, turtlenecks were in. Turtlenecks.
Hey, I used to rock turtlenecks, man.
Jeez. With the gold chain?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I had a gold roll
Yes.
chain. Yes, I
Yes,
did.
I was there too. Oh man. Oh man. I don't even want to talk about the curl I had too. Um,
Oh man, that's
the,
hilarious.
the mullet curl, the party in the back.
Yep, yep, yep. I remember.
Terrible.
Yeah,
Terrible people. The
yeah.
80s. Oh man.
So some people in the live chat are saying that, like Shinzo Elite says, I think Battle Royale will eventually just be added into multiplayer games instead of being a focus. OBJ Don says Battle Royale should just be a regular multiplayer game mode like COD and Battlefield are doing. I think we see that go either way. I think though that we're gonna get an idea like after Battlefield 5, like how popular this thing's gonna be.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
with OBJ though that it should just be a mode tacked on,
tacked
because
on.
all it is really. I mean, that's what you're playing with PUBG is a mode. It's not a full game. It's a mode.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy about, and I don't know if you caught this earlier when I first got into my first game in Blackout, and I'm thinking like, oh my, I'm telling you, Fonz, that the gameplay, the visuals, everything is like so smooth,
Yeah,
perfect almost,
I watched
and
an
I couldn't
hour's
believe it.
worth of, yeah, I watched an hour's worth of gameplay of it because well, not the whole hour, but they put it up, and I watched bits and pieces here and there, and I was looking through it, and I just kept thinking to myself, this is what PUBG was striving to be.
But why? I guess my question is, with the money they were charging, what happened to that money? like, and I don't know how much they made, but remember, all we kept hearing is PUBG hit, 20 million players, 25 million, 30 million, right?
Yeah.
And it was like this big phenomena, right? That was just this big juggernaut that was unstoppable.
Yeah, when you said what happened to that money, my initial thoughts, I can't repeat them here. I can't say what I was about to say. It was a joke, but it was a bad joke. But I think Blue Hole. Let's just say I think somebody there is having fun with that money, because they're obviously not pouring it back into the game. I mean, everything I've heard from people that like the game, they talk trash about the game still because it just does not run good. I mean, when a cell phone version of the game runs better than your core game on the X, that's a problem.
Well, there's another patch coming out in November for the X.
How many patches have we already got?
I don't know, man.
I
And
mean, I,
a lot.
at this point, like, you got the COD out now, you got the blackout mode, and you're going to have Battlefield 5. We're going to get inundated with so many battle royale modes that it's going to swallow PUBG. I mean, unless they do something drastic and really change up their formula, which I doubt they can at this point. I think it is what it is. I don't. And personally, I don't want to like rain on people's on gamers parades on if they're
Yeah.
enjoying the game, but let's face it, Bluehole is not a great developer. They're just not.
Well,
You
no,
don't
I mean
see
they're
them
not. I
being
mean,
that talented to come up with something, innovative within the game.
yeah, I mean they basically PUBG is a mod off of I forget what PC game it is. So I mean, it's not it wasn't. I think it was just one of those things that just caught fire, and the folks behind the guy behind it, um, just probably wasn't anticipated, probably wasn't ready,
Yeah.
for how popular this game got. But still, even that being said, I mean, Microsoft was helping them out, right, for a little bit.
Supposedly, but with what?
They,
I don't
yeah,
I
I don't
don't
know.
know that, like I just see the game and then I look at the developer who puts it out and I say they're not very talented. That's all.
But that's probably, and that could be it, man. That could be it. But I guess for me, it just goes back to the money, man. Like, what happened to the money? And I even said this when they first came out. I felt like this was when it came out on the preview program for $30, and people were like, "Oh, well, it's in preview. What do you expect?" I'm like, "Yeah, but you're charging for it, you know." So I'm okay with you charging for it as long as it gets better. It got a little bit better,
Over here.
but when you play it and you compare it to what Activision's done or Treyarch's done with Black Ops, you're like, holy shit! I'm telling you, Fonz, you saw the gameplay. I mean, you saw the gameplay footage. It's night and day, man. It's
Yeah.
bad.
Oh, it is. It looks great. It's smooth. Yeah. Like Fuzzy said in chat, he's saying this, he's asking if I'm saying that the money went to adult companionship, and I'm pleading the fifth on that.
I
But
thought that's where you were gonna go.
wink, 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 nudge,
Yeah.
nudge. Also, some adult candy. All right, let's go.
Wow. Hazard Man says BRC mode could be around forever, like Counter Strike. Hey, maybe Counter Strike's still a thing, man. You know,
Counter Strike. Yeah, CS:GO. It's huge, man. Huge.
I can't believe how big Counter Strike still is, man. That game is
Yeah,
ancient.
man. That game's been around for many years. But that's the interesting thing about these different platforms. So many people. It seems like gamers on each of the platforms, they hold on to certain things and certain games. And it seems like it's forever. Like with Xbox, it's always about that multiplayer experience. They're always,
Mm,
pushing for that. With PlayStation, it's a lot of Japanese games. With
mm.
PC, it's a lot of old games.
Yeah.
Let's face it. And I'm not talking trash here, but everybody I know that has gone PC has pretty much like just they go out and they buy every freaking game on Steam, all these old games just to see what they look like with the better graphics, the high fidelity graphics. Oh, look at
Yeah.
that game. And they spend hundreds of dollars sometimes. I had friends that did this on old games that they're never going to play through, but they just bought them so they could see what they look like in 4K. Like, really? Is that what we're doing?
People do it on the consoles now. Some people do.
I'm not buying old games on the consoles to say, look what this looks like. Look at that. But no.
I've been guilty of that, Fonz. I'm not gonna lie. I'm
Oh,
one of those people, man.
But I can see the appeal, maybe to some games that you really loved and you cherished back in the day. Maybe you want to see what it looks like, upgraded.
Yeah.
I did it with Red Dead, but I played through it. I played through Red Dead Redemption twice.
Yeah, but Fonz,
Once with the S and once with the X.
Red Dead looked phenomenal on the X.
It looked great with the X. That's why I had to play it for a third time, because I heard about the X version. I looked it up. I said, man, I got to play it.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of Red Dead, man, what do you think about the game? I heard 65 hours for the
Just the story.
just the story.
That's what I'm hearing.
Dude,
And
you think that's too long?
no, no.
Like,
Look. I here's the thing. I don't think any good game can be too long, especially if you're having fun with it throughout.
yeah.
Some games you do have fun throughout 60 plus hours, 100 plus hours, 200 plus hours. You can have a lot of fun. I did that with the Fallout series. I put hundreds of hours into Fallout 3 New Vegas, a bunch of hours into even Fallout 4, 259, I believe, in Fallout 4. And that's just because I was having fun with it. So no, I mean, I think it's in the eye of the beholder, you know. It's in the eye of the gamer holding that controller, whether or not he wants to run 60 plus hours in the main campaign. And I'm all for it with a game like Red Dead because I love the first Redemption. So I can't wait for it.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you, man. I mean,
A lot of people are you know, when I was telling Dealer and some other people about Assassin's Creed Odyssey and how it's a grind and everything, they were saying that it didn't feel like a grind to them because they were having fun. And they were, you know, I think Dealer's like 60 plus hours in, and
yeah, I
he's
think he
having
is.
fun. So,
Yeah,
I mean, like I said, it's all up to the individual. But for me, I don't think a game could ever be too long if you're having fun with it.
yeah. No, I mean that's a fair point. I get that. I guess for me, seeing 60 hours, man, I'm like, oh man, like, you know, I think at this point, man, I'm probably skipping out and like definitely Fallout 76, skipping out on that.
Oh, I'm okay.
Uh,
I'll be honest. Like, just looking at Fallout 76, it's lost a lot of the appeal and charm of the normal Fallout games from the single
mm,
player experience. You don't get all the dialogue and all the, you know,
no,
voices and everything. It seems like it's a dumbed down version that basically the appeal is supposed to be, well, you can play against other people out in the world of Fallout, and it's like, okay, but part of the charm of the game is the story and finding out all the secrets to the, you know, the
exactly.
story. And here we just have, like I said, a dumbed down version, in my opinion. That's what it seems like. That's what it appears to be. So I'm not getting it.
Yeah, no, I'm not either. I that not having that story piece to it, it's kind of a turn off for me.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
And
it's huge.
yeah, and the amount of time that game's gonna require me to put in, I'd rather put it in like Red Dead.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and with the all the details that are coming out about Red Dead 2 and all the stuff that they're really pouring into this game, you know, the horse nuts, like OBJ said, you
Yeah.
know, that alone is going to be something. No, I'm just kidding. But everything they put into this game, and I put out a tweet, I don't know if you read it, but all these details that were leaked about how, you know, they've got over 1,200 actors in this game
Mhm.
alone, 1,200 different actors were in this game
That's
because
crazy.
they they wanted this to be the biggest open world game ever and something innovative and new. They've got 300,000 different animations. No other game touches that. 300,000 different animations. It's nuts.
Yeah. Now, is it? Did I hear that it's going to run native 4K on the Xbox One X?
That's what the rumor is, but I have no clue.
Because
I'm
if they,
getting it on the X because I want to run it at its full potential, let's say.
yeah, I hear you.
Even though the Pro, it's probably going to look very similar, probably won't be much different, but I'm just that kind of guy that, you know, if I have the machine that can play it better, I'm going to get it on
Yeah,
there.
makes sense.
And still we don't know the exact marketing deals that they're going to get on the Pro. I know it's going to be a 30-day hold, but you know what? I can wait 30 days for a horse or a gun or something like that.
Yeah, no, I hear you,
That's
man.
me.
Um, so I'm sure you heard about this too, related to Red Dead Redemption 2. That some of the developers are working 100 hours a week, man, just to get the game ready.
They've been working. They started work on this game 8 years ago.
Yeah, but now they're putting in 100 hours a week.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
crazy, man.
they have 2,200 hours of mocap put in.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
insane. They wanted to go full, like, you know, in your face detail in this game.
By the way, Slim on the live chat says when you well, when you're chained to your desk with a bucket beside you to relieve yourself, you have the time to fully animate horse balls.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's too
You
funny,
got some
man.
good dudes in your chat, by the way. See, here's the thing. We may only have a few people in here, but they're all quality. These people are awesome.
Yeah,
Real-
we never have like crazy fanboys show up in the live chat, man. It's always good people, man.
Yeah, these people are great, though.
No, they are. They are. We love them. So, um, yeah. So October 26th, man. I can't believe it's right around the corner. I'm actually getting it on the 25th because,
Ah, you lucky dog.
well, GameStop is doing an early release the night before.
What?
Yeah, GameStop,
So, okay, what do you mean, like 9 p.m. or something?
9 p.m. Yeah,
Okay, I think they'll do that with the digital copy. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that, but sometimes they do that.
man. If I could get my hand on a review copy, that'd be so good.
And yeah, I would love that too. Now,
Yeah,
I actually won my copy through ILP, Ironwood.
nice,
Yeah,
nice.
so I'll
Yeah,
have it that night.
I think we're gonna. I say we, but I think we're going to probably give away a copy on BRAP the week after it comes out. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So
Well, Gaming Forte's stealing his from his GameStop. No, I'm just kidding.
no, yeah,
He's like, no, don't say that. No.
yeah, right. Don't say that. Come see me on the corner.
Yeah.
That's too funny, man.
I wish you could sell those games early, Forte. I'd be right there, man. I'd be sending you money right now.
Shit, Kofi gets games early sometimes, man. He might.
Well, I think there's still a lot of mom and pop shops around
Yeah.
who breaks street date. I used to have one when I was a kid out here. I no longer do because the blockbusters took over. Believe that, or they took over, and then the mom and pop shops went out of business, and then
Mm.
Blockbuster went out of business. So what do you know? I mean, I wish we had stores like that everywhere still, because yeah, those people, you get to know them and they're like, hey, I got the new game. All right, let me get that. Okay. 2 weeks
Mm.
early, I had some of these games. It's crazy. Some people
Yeah.
get lucky and they still have those places. I've already been told by a few people on Twitter that they've got mom and pop shops that break street date.
Oh man, I need. You know what, man? I moved out here to the country, man. I wonder if there's something like that around here. I need to find out.
Um, uh, I know New York's got them. I'll just say that.
Yeah, I know that. I know that. Who is it? I forgot. Maybe Kid Smooth was telling me about it or something. There's one by him or something like that in New York. I don't remember. But yeah, man, I can't wait, man. I think for me after Red Dead, man, it's probably not. I'm probably done, man, for
For
the
the
rest of
year?
the year.
Yeah, me too. Between Destiny and Red Dead, it's gonna be over for me. Actually, no, I take that back. Maybe around the holidays, I'm gonna pick up Spider-Man. I really want to play that game, so I'm gonna pick that up as well.
Yeah, I just started playing that, man. It's great. Man, Insomniac they did a hell of a job, man, with that game.
Yeah, I heard the story was really good too. So
Yep, story's good. Gameplay mechanics are great. You really feel like you're Spider-Man.
yeah, the only low parts I've heard is when you have to do the stealth mission with what's her name?
Yeah, the Mary Jane missions I heard are pretty bad.
And to be honest, like I can understand why people are saying, they just want to be Spider-Man, because you're buying this game to be Spider-Man, not Mary Jane. If I want to buy a Mary Jane game, then come out with that shit. But we want to be Spider-Man. We want to be swinging around the city and fighting crime. So
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to be like playing her as her, and I mean, because that's not. Yeah, you want to be Spider-Man. It's not even. It's not. It's not what you signed up for when you buy the game.
yeah.
Let's see. D Almighty Smart Guy says, "Hey, what do y'all think about Insomniac staying independent after all these years?" I mean, I think it's great. I'm all for it. They make good games, and um, they can they brought game to the Xbox this console gen, and then they brought Spider-Man. I mean, look, both games are great. I mean, if you played Sunset Overdrive, that's probably one of the better Xbox games I played this console gen.
I hope they stay that way, to be honest, because I don't think it's necessarily a great thing when these developers get bought out by these companies, because we never know what kind of constraints they put on them, and what they can make and what we just don't know. And I'd just rather let them have their own mind, their own
Yeah,
free
their own freedom and kind of do what they want to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, that's like on one hand, I'm happy that Microsoft bought all these studios. And on the other hand, I'm like, I hope that they let them do what they want. I really do. And I know we're hearing that they are, but let's see. I'm just waiting for these games, man. I'm excited about that. I'm hearing a lot of rumors behind the scenes. I've talked to a couple of people that claim to know things. Okay. And I hate to be that guy to be like, I got sources, but damn it, I got sources here telling me that November, that Xbox's show, they will talk about some of these games coming. So I hope
that. Okay.
I really hope that's true.
So you're
and
saying
if these sources that told me this shit aren't right, I'm going to cut their heads off. Okay, not really, but
no. Gaming Forte says name them, Fonz. He wants to know who your sources is.
You probably guessed them already. I mean, everybody knows these guys. But anyway, they talk to a lot of the head dudes at Microsoft. They find out things, and I know they're not full of shit. At least 99.9% of the time, because they've told me things that did come to light. So
yeah, I think you're right. I think they because I mean, what else are they going to announce at that show, right? I mean, maybe you see Crackdown 3, but then a City announcement. But what else? I mean, there's got to be other stuff they got to announce. It's got to be worth watching.
Oh, and just to let you know how correct these guys get sometimes is they told me what was going to happen at E3, at Microsoft's E3, before it happened, like everything, details, like what games were going to be shown. I knew all that shit.
So. Oh, Don't Call Me Dave says that's all we ever get from Microsoft is talk. Tobin's lying. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you know who Tobin is. Yeah. So
I look, I'm really hanging on to that because I really want to see some games. I'm tired of hearing about services. I know services are important. They're important to me as well, but at the end of the day, I'm in it for the games. Show me the games.
Yeah. I think Forte wants to see a video.
Even if they don't show me gameplay, they could put up splash screens, damn it, and say, this is what we're working on. It works for Nintendo. I mean, they could show you a Metroid Prime screen and everybody got crazy. I mean,
yeah, but that's Metroid though.
I know, but what I'm saying is, like, if Microsoft were to bring back an old IP or something,
I see what you're saying.
Put a splash screen up, it would get people excited.
Mechasalt.
Maybe not Mechasalt. I mean, brute force.
Hey, let me tell you something. Brute force has some potential.
Yeah, potential to stay in the garbage because, and that's not for me. I liked brute force. I'm like one of the few guys that like the game.
I did too. It just didn't have Xbox Live co-op.
But Uncle Phil, he didn't. He hated brute force.
Oh, but he loved what's it called?
Voodoo Vince. Freaking Voodoo Vince. Yeah, I know.
Which is garbage. Hatcherman says bring back Steel Battalion. Jeez, yeah. They bring back Steel Battalion. They'd have to sell like a customized table for you to sit the whole setup thing, whatever it was.
Yeah, I Don't Call Me Danny said, I hope you're right, Jay Fonz. I hope these guys are right, because I was in a party chat with them and they're telling me all this shit, and I'm like, I hope you guys are right, man. You're getting me happy.
Jay Fonz, I think I know who you're talking about. I think I need to join your party.
You know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. We've had him on the show.
There's two of them. There's two of them.
Yeah. We've had him on the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yes. One of them we've had?
Yep.
I feel like I've had both of them.
You've had one of them for sure. I don't know about the other one. We'll talk about it.
All right. Well, I look, man, if you're getting it from them, it's probably
99%.
Yeah. I think you're right, Jay Fonz.
99%.
Yeah, but Jay Fonz, it makes sense, man, because what else are you going to show at the show? And
honestly, it does.
And then,
one thing that was told to me is that they would be showing Crackdown, and I don't even want to see that. And I told them that. I said, that doesn't mean shit to me. Crackdown 3, it could die at this point to me. That for me, I don't care.
I'm over it, man. There's so many other games now coming out. I'm just kind of over it.
Yeah, I mean, if this would have come out 4 years ago, 3 years ago,
Yeah.
hell, even 2 years ago, maybe I would have cared. But
It's like The Last Guardian for me. When it finally came out, I was like, "Oh, it's nice. It's great it came out." But
oh
yeah,
god,
after, 8 years of being in limbo, I was kinda like I was over it.
I feel bad. My daughter bought me The Last Guardian 3 Christmases ago, whenever it came out,
You haven't
and
played it?
it's still in the package. Never even opened it
Oh my goodness, man.
because it just doesn't interest me.
She's like, "Daddy, remember that time I bought you Last Guardian, you never played it?"
No, she's never questioned me, but it's still
Oh.
there.
Yeah, my daughter would probably say that. Forte wants to know. I think he wants to know who what you know or who's giving you this information. And I
I'm
think
not.
he Forte, are you at work right now? I think he's at work. You should be
I,
Forte.
I talk to a lot of people. Just put it that way. I talk to a lot of people from all sides.
Yeah, yeah, no, I know.
I get around. I get around.
So what do you think about PS5 being announced in February?
I say it's highly likely, but I think it's more going to be announced at E3.
Yeah, I've heard the PlayStation Experience announcement and then the actual console revealed E3 this year.
I think the console will actually launch though November,
I do think so too.
and I think it's going to launch. It's going to coincide with The Last of Us 2
Yep.
and sell
And
like hotcakes.
yes, that's Last of Us 2 will be a cross-gen game. And
Yep.
so will Days Gone.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they're gonna come in swinging man out the gate.
Yeah, because you got to think like, I mean, okay, when you drop a console, historically, you want to drop some good games with the console. I mean, that's what you want to do. That's what you aim to do.
That's ideal, yes.
If they were to wait till say 2020, they've missed the boat. Their big games are coming out next year. I mean, at least The Last of Us 2 anyway, and that is their biggest game coming. Ghost of Tsushima is supposed to be next year. Like, what would drop with the PS5 in 2020? Days Gone, or Death Stranding. I mean, right now, Death Stranding's got a lot of buzz, but let's be honest. After seeing that walking simulator crap at E3, a lot of the hype has died down a bit. I don't see as much hype for the game as I used to.
Yeah,
And besides, we all know Kojima's overrated.
I don't know about that,
We all
Fonz.
know that.
I might have to disagree with that one, sir.
He's overrated.
We'll see what he does with Death Stranding. I'm still trying to figure out what it is, but we'll
He's
see. So
I don't know.
you didn't like any of the Metal Gear games?
Yeah, I do. Metal Gear, I played the original. I liked Metal Gear Solid. I liked Metal Gear 2.
Metal Gear Solid was awesome.
I did not like the last two Metal Gear games, three actually. I can't say three because I didn't play the last one, but I didn't like Metal Gear 4 and Metal Gear 5, especially Metal Gear 5. Hated it.
Yeah, Slow Mo agrees with you. Says Kojima's definitely overrated. I don't know about that Slow Mo. I don't know.
And I think part of the appeal on why I liked the early Metal Gear game, honestly, was because they were such different experiences. Because he was bringing something new to the scene. Like he was very cinematic, and that's what he brought to the gaming industry. I mean, really, he's the guy that brought that kind of gaming to us, and it was amazing for its time, and it really it engrossed me. I was like immersed into the stories and stuff, but as time went on, like all the crazy stuff that was going on in his games with the demons, and like I got lost. Like I didn't know what was going on anymore. I was like, what am I playing here? I mean,
what happened to Solid Snake to shoot the bad guys?
yeah. So
no, I hear you, man.
He's overrated. Like now, it's just I don't know. I respect the guy what he's done for the industry. I'm just saying that like the last few games he's put out, I'm not impressed.
You're not impressed. No, I hear you, man. I hear you. Some of his games, you're right. Some of the things that happened later on in Metal Gear were a little odd at times. It's kind of like, oh, wait a minute, like why? What's, and I'm one of those individuals at times. I don't care. Yeah, Hazardman said MGS became a soap opera. It kind of did.
It did. There's
You know?
hours worth of just cinematics
Yeah.
and just cinematic weird stuff, and yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like I started playing MGS5 and I was liking it at first. I was weirded out by the beginning, don't get me wrong, the whole hospital thing and the crazy demons and stuff.
That
But
hospital, opening hospital was interesting.
it was, to say the least, yeah. But
Mm.
I was getting into the game, and then it got to a point where it was getting all crazy again, and I'm like, what are we doing? Like, I don't understand what's going on, and I just fell out of it. I couldn't
Yeah.
figure.
No, I hear you, man. I hear you. I hear you. It's definitely much different from like Timur's first Metal Gear Solid. So, um, Don't Call Me Danny says Kojima changed the industry, show the world video games as an art form. I agree with that. Don't Call Me Danny. I think he did push the creative envelope.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I agree with that. He brought things to the industry that was not here before,
yeah,
but
Hasman.
he also brought some crazy to the industry as well. And that's
Yeah,
all I'm saying.
I think Hasman brings up a good point here too. He says Kojima's not overrated, but a genius trying to cram too much into his games. I could
Mm,
see that. I could see that.
I look at him more as like a wannabe movie director. Like go direct a movie already, because it seems that's like what you want to do.
Yeah. Can you imagine a Kojima movie?
Oh, it'd
Wow.
be insane. Literally, it'd be insane.
Yeah.
And you probably wouldn't get the plot, and at the end, you'd walk out of the theater going, "Man, that stunk."
Well, Mike, what the hell did I just watch? That's what that hasn't been since.
I apologize for hating on Kojima, guys, but I'm just not a big fan of his games as of late.
No, it's all good. Hey, dude, the live chat's loving the conversation. Everyone's talking about Kojima right now.
Yeah. No, I know a lot of he's beloved in the
No.
industry. That's why
Well,
I don't discredit the guy. He's got a lot that he brought to the industry, but the last few games, I'm not impressed.
yeah, Shinso Lisa's Kojima movie would be a mind fuck. Yeah, maybe.
I bet you Death Stranding is going to be a mind fuck.
It looks like that to me, man. Like, do you see the new character, the new
No.
villain that was revealed? Who's voice acting him? Not oh God, who's the voice actor? Troy Baker?
Oh, okay.
He's voice acting this new. Yeah, there's a new trailer. He has this like lines mask, this gold mask. He takes it off and he plants it on the ground, and he summons this like demon lion and to attack what's his face's character, Norman Reedus's character in the
Almighty
game.
Spartan God, you are correct. I am overrated, buddy. Definitely. I agree, man. Seriously, sometimes I'm like, dude, I am nobody. Don't listen to my opinions if it's going to hurt your feelings that much.
But yeah, there's that new hold on one sec. There's that new trailer that came out. So you gotta check it out, man. Like it'll leave you like thinking, okay, well, what is this now? Like, how's this character fit?
It's forever evolving, right? The game, every time they show something new, you're like, okay, what is this? What, like, you think you got part of what it's going to be, and then it changes up on you. It's something completely different.
Gotcha.
And I think that's part of what he's doing on purpose. I think it's kind of a troll in a way. He's kind of making you think he's going to go one way, but he's really going the other. Again, it's part of his crazy genius, I guess.
No, it is. Yeah. Game Before Tay just sent me a poster at GameStop showing the times, 9 p.m. local time Thursdays when they're doing the early release. It's at 10:25. If anyone's interested in doing that, if you're not getting it digital, might be something worth checking out.
Spartan says because people like me because I get involved with the chat. I always read the chat, guys. Always. I'm always reading what you guys have to say, even if I don't call you out during the show. I'll type to you and stuff, because I mean, you guys are what makes these whole live things work. I mean, let's face it. I mean, you guys are to me important, very important. I mean, it's you guys are fun and everything, and especially you guys in this chat. I said it earlier. I mean, there's you guys sometimes say that the panels are like, oh, it's a star-studded cast, you know. Nah, the chat, sometimes I look at the names, I'm like, damn, he's in here. You guys crack me up. You guys make me smile. You make me mad. You make me everything. It's fun.
Yeah, no, it is, man. And there's always good it's always good stuff here in the live chat, man. And we're all appreciative of everyone here in the live chat, except for maybe Slow Mo, but we like to give Slow Mo a hard time, so it's all good.
Almost awesome, though.
No, Slow Mo's a good guy. We just like to bust his chops, man. Yeah. So, let's see. Shinzo Elite says Death Stranding is constantly evolving. That's why we don't understand. It'll be interesting. Yeah, it's probably true, man. Probably like he says at work.
Oh, Fuzzy has an interesting question about the game for you.
All right. Which you talking about the hold on a second, let me pull.
He wants to know how you can explain the
Oh, here we
whole
go.
yeah, how not breathing helps avoid detection.
Who knows, man? Maybe they smell carbon dioxide coming out of your body.
Yeah, but he has a good point though, because the creatures, they attack dead bodies. Like they're not breathing.
Yeah, wait, can either of you explain how breathing helps avoid detection? I'm not breathing. Oh man, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a what? And then throat baby. Listen, who can explain throat baby?
Throat baby. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with the baby.
What's an inner child thing, man?
I don't know. I think those are going to be real hot sellers this holiday season or next holiday season when that game's out. You're going to have babies in a jar in all the new Toys R Us stores that are going to be reopening soon.
Is it? I thought it was online store only. It's actually physical retail.
Nah, I have no clue.
I think it's online.
I think it's just pretty dirty what they did. I think it's really fucking dirty.
Oh, I saw some people responding to that announcement saying, "Oh, are you gonna pay me my severance package now?" Because yeah.
I mean, think about it. Look, it's a bittersweet thing to see them go. At the same time, I haven't shopped in a Toys R Us store in years because they're overpriced. Okay. But let's be real. Like we play on nostalgia. So we think back to when we were kids and we go to the toy store with our parents and get that new toy or whatever. But nowadays it's different. It's all online, right? Yeah. They didn't want to conform to that back in the day. So they went out of business. They went bankrupt, supposedly. They got rid of all their people. And under their bankruptcy, they don't have to give severance packages. They let people go. And then now they have the gall to say we're coming back. Look, that's kind of fucked up to those people that were all just fired and they got nothing. It's sad. It's really sad.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. I'm trying to look up this because I thought it was for some reason, JFons, I thought it was just like online only. Let me see something real quick.
Even if they do that, it's still kind of it's messed up, man. It's like it's honestly almost like they did it on purpose. Like, let's get rid of all our stores and then we'll just come back online. We'll do what we should have done years ago. When Amazon hit us up initially, that Amazon was the one that hit them up initially and said, hey, we'll sell your toys for you online on this thing called internet before Amazon was freaking Amazon. And they told them no. So, I mean, yes, Lomo, supposedly Toys R Us is coming back.
Yeah, I'm trying to
possibly.
I'm actually trying to look this up right now. So it says Jeffrey LLC, the parent company that owns the rights to all Toys R Us subsidiaries, has secured funding to revive the brand under a new name, Jeffrey's Toy Box. According to Toy Box, the new store will reportedly be a shop within a shop, with the Toy Box getting real estate inside existing retailers rather than reopening in the hundreds of stores.
So they'll be in Target, Walmart.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's not a actual.
But again, they don't hire anybody new.
No, they're not going.
So it's oh man. Yeah.
Oh, they even have a logo of it. Jeffrey's Toy Box. It was kind of lame, actually.
Yeah.
So that's interesting, man.
Fuzzy's right, man. It was a bad move. It's bankrupt to clear the debt. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuzzy. All right, Fuzzy, are you going to Tobin's house later?
Tobin.
He's hashtag Jeffrey returns. Oh boy.
His Toy Box returns. I don't know about Jeffrey.
Yeah, his Toy Box returns. Wow. Well, Jay Fonz, I think
All right, man.
we wrapped up our topics for
I had
this
fun,
this
brother. Thank
quick
you for the
remedy.
invite.
Yeah, man. Always, dude. Anytime I can get you on, man. I'm gonna send you a DM, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. It's always fun. Man. Yeah, so if you're on in the daytime like this in the mornings, hit me up because I'm usually awake in the mornings. So,
Yeah, no, definitely, man. Definitely will. I know at nighttime it's a little more difficult.
oh
Uh,
yeah, I'm
yeah,
either asleep or I'm going to work. So,
you're going to work. Yeah. So like I said, anytime we can get you on, man, we love having you on and getting your thoughts on the latest and greatest in video game news and trends and whatnot. And I want to ask Gaming Forte something. Gaming Forte, do you know if Death Stranding is going to come with a jar baby as a pre-order?
yeah.
Can you imagine?
Can you
Not a
imagine
real
coming up
baby,
with
of course. Not a real baby.
like a little Tamagotchi style baby in a jar where you got to
Yeah.
keep it alive or something,
Yeah.
clean up
Game
its
Forte
poop
say
or
no, it's
something.
not. All right. So, hey, big shout out to everyone in the live chat again, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for stopping by. There's some new folks in the live chat. I know the Almighty Spartan God's new and he subscribed. Thank you guys. Hey, if you haven't subbed yet, subscribe, hit that like button, and hit the bell as well and notify you when we're getting ready to go live. We're getting new content up. So definitely make
Wait a
sure.
minute, Almighty's new here? He
I think
can't
he
be.
is. Yeah,
What?
I think he's been. This is his
Art,
first time.
man, I've seen him around. He's one of the homies. He's always in the chat. All right,
Oh, Game
cool.
14
I'm
had a
glad to
question
see
real
you.
quick. I have a
I'm glad.
question. Why is Hellblade getting a physical release but only for PS4? Doesn't Microsoft own the IP now?
Hmm.
That's a good question. Um,
Are you sure it's only for PS4? Because I thought I
no, it's for
saw
Xbox. It's for
box.
Xbox too.
Yeah,
Xbox is getting a physical. Let me look this up again.
yeah, I saw a box, an Xbox box, an Xbox
An
box.
Xbox box.
Real quick before we look that up, though, while you're looking that up,
Yep.
what do you guys in the chat think the next Xbox is going to be called? Please don't say Xbox Two, because no,
Xbox too.
yeah, no.
Um, Scarlet.
I think they should call it Xbox with games.
I think they should call it Xbox with games. They should call it Xbox the Dot Matrix edition.
No, Xbox with games, and then in caption, no, really, we have games this gen. That's what they should call it. Full title.
Okay, I'm not seeing anything. Okay, hold on a sec here. See, physical release. Okay, here we go. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Forte saw it. It's there. Xbox. There's a
Okay, so he's yeah, because I
saw
thought
both. I saw both.
yeah, it's okay. Yeah, they're teaming up with indie. So this is interesting. They're actually teaming up with indie publisher 505 Games to bring a physical iteration of the previous digital only game, and it's going to be $30 for both PS4 and Xbox One. Still no word on a PC release.
I kind of like Fuzzy's name, Nextbox. Kind of like it.
Next, so Game Forte says Sex Box X. Oh my god.
Danny, yeah, Danny said Sexbox X.
Yeah.
I like that better, but
Oh, Danny said that. Yeah, not Forte. Yeah. OBJ does as exhibit, like the rapper. Fuzzy Motor says
somebody told me exit, as in they're exiting the console market. I'm like, no, they're not.
that's actually kind of funny. Exit.
Exit.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, now people are getting dirty. Why can't it be Xbox 69? Come on, guys. Come on. All right, everyone. Well, hey, Jay Fonz, man, always a pleasure, man. Thank you for hopping on last minute here, man. Always love having you on. And we'll get you back on again soon, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. It was great. You guys can catch me at Jay Fonzarelli on Twitter and YouTube. I don't have many YouTube videos I'm putting up as much as I used to anyway, but the timing, the gaming I'm doing, it's kind of rough, but I will definitely put together an impressions video when I do get Red Dead, and also a review. I'm going to make a review on that game when I finally beat it. whenever that's going to be. But I'm definitely going to do that because it feels like it deserves it. Anyway,
Yeah,
thanks
no
for
doubt,
listening.
man. Yeah, no doubt. Everyone, again, thank you for stopping by. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Tell your friends about us. We're going to be giving away a copy of Red Dead Redemption 2 after its release date, or I should say on its release date. I should say after. Well, no, after its release date because we'll go live. I think the Wednesday after it releases Friday. So, yeah, we'll catch you guys next Wednesday or this Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Other than that, everyone have a great rest of the day. Peace.
Later, guys.